As we look at the starting lineups, first off, for Chicago Fire 2, just one change from their midweek victory, and it's in goal. Spencer Ritchie, the MLS player, will be stepping in between the sticks for Patrick Lose. So they'll be getting the veteran leadership of the 32-year-old from Seattle. Meanwhile, everybody else, the same 10 players on the field for Ludovic Tayandie. Now let's pivot over to the other side for New York City FC. Also going to be an MLS goalkeeper between the sticks. Luis Barraza will be stepping in, 27 years old. And here we go. It's Chicago Fire 2 and New York City FC 2 clashing for the second time this season. New York's head coach Matt Pilkington mentioned how expansive Chicago can be in open play. He emphasized that they're going to need to establish themselves in this match, and maybe some growing pains real early on in this affair, but since then they've been able to get their footing. They're now enjoying some possession here and could enjoy a shot on goal. It's saved. Sliding in one direction, but parrying it in the other, Spencer Ritchie. Kofi with the passing with the outside of his boot, gets the ball returned back to him, but a sliding effort temporarily won the ball for New York. Now Pareba winds up to shoot, and it's straight into the arms of Barraza. When number 48 starts to uncork it, your eyes grow wide and you wonder, just where is this ball gonna go? As 11 times this season, it's hit the back of the net, which is more than any other individual in the league up to this point this season. Rosansky, as this game has gone on, New York has held more and more of the ball. Arevalo, not a bad ball in. It hasn't been cleared. Calera shoots. Couldn't put it on frame. Teams left just keep dwindling down. It's the point in the year where you think, well, there's a lot of season left, and you'd be correct in still thinking that now, but you can't be thinking that for much longer. Once you get into August, that's when that window starts to close itself in and your spot on the table becomes more and more rigid. Chicago currently in a good spot, but you gotta maintain form. A bad stretch at the end of the year could be really brutal. On the flip side, could be even doubled and said about New York as they're hanging on to a playoff spot at this moment. Here's an opportunity. This ball played towards goal. Whether that was a shot or pass inside, it went on frame and had to be knocked away by Ritchie. Looking to sneak it in near post. Drew Baera. Here's the corner kick. A little smack on that delivery as it's punched away. Javier Casas. And that one forward. Glasgow goes down. And we get our first booking of the afternoon. Played forward, but stepped on nicely by Shannon. Here's Christian Kofi. Kofi still with it. Plays it back up top. Pareba cuts to his left. Pareba having to chase his touch. Now Osorio shoots. And it's right down the middle, saved by Barraza. Service swinging down. And there was a foul there as Baera tried to go up for it. It looked like a couple of arms kept him down. This is a very interesting free kick spot. Very close to the 18. Let's see if New York has anybody who could really bend this one or just find that tiny window Would be surprised if whoever takes this targets it towards Piero Elias. Oh, never mind. He's now been ushered away from the wall. Here's the effort, and it deflects off of the wall, and then the follow-through is in! Piero Elias rockets that one into the back of the net. It hit the wall, lost its velocity, fell right around the penalty marker.
After 45 minutes of play,
and that is how the half will end. An exclamation point
NYCFC
for New York City FC 2, up 1-0 now going into the break. Coming up after the first half of action, the only difference, a set-piece goal at the death of the first half. Let's see if Chicago can find an answer or if New York can hang on to this.
Entering the match number 68, Vitaly Glian. Leaving the match number 49, Luka Perpa. Entering the match number 53, Peter Sudan. Finally, leaving the match number 37, Javier Casas Jr. Entering the match number 57,
Elias
Charlie Hoyer.
playing that one in and is able to be handled out. I've been hearing it bellowed over the public address. 3 substitutions for Ludovic Taillandier. Harold Osorio will come out. Vitaly Hoyat will come in. And then Luka Perpa will step out for Peter Sudan, excuse me. And then Charlie Hoyer will step in for Javier Casas. So no changes for New York, as Elias looks for a second in this game. Tried to pick out the corner. How about that effort? Opportunity for New York City FC 2. The save was made by Ritchie. Still on the fray of things. Carrizo with the effort. A player is down, play will go on. There may be several players down. Said he goes straight on goal, and that's the thing. If you shoot from that distance, even though that shot had a lot of pace to it. Connects with Jimenez. Jimenez with room going forward. Lays it off for Elias. Now Carrizo. He takes the shot, and it wasn't too far off. An ambitious effort from Maximo Carrizo. A moment lost. Elias. Finds Jimenez, Jonathan Jimenez. Enters the penalty area. Good step inside, sneaks it between the legs of a defender, but it's saved. All the same by Spencer Ritchie. That shot, a nutmeg through Jalen Shannon. Glasgow to Kofi. Nice ball to Glasgow. His ball denied by Owusu. Maximo Carrizo. Take it forward once again before finding Elias. Jonathan Jimenez to Elias once again. Carrizo winding around. Jimenez now. He'll step inside. He tries to shoot. It's saved. Stretching out that time is Spencer Ritchie. Jimenez trying to pick out the bottom right corner. Pareba. Trying to send his teammate running. Hoyat still giving chase and then committing the foul. We've got Johnny Shore coming in for Ronald Arevalo. And then Nicholas Capanazza coming in for Drew Baera. Passing it inside. Both Calera and Carrizo were there. Neither of them could get to it. And now Jason Shukaluk all by himself right now. Kofi retrieves the ball. Pareba to Glasgow. Sneaks it inside for Kofi. Glasgow, botting off one defender, takes the shot. Couldn't find the corner, it was ever upward. Chicago still pushing. Ball up the pitch. Calera is the one who brought it down, and now it's Calera who has it again. Two defenders on him. It's tough to maintain your balance and keep the ball at the same time. Sun is back out here again at SeatGeek Stadium. Chicago also come out of the clouds and find a shining moment in this game. How about that ball to Shukaluk? Well answered by Charlie Hoyer, by Capanadze. Will just pass this one back. New York content with some possession. We'll go forward if they're allowed to. Tio still with it. Finds Elias. Now Carrizo takes the shot. Glasgow sidesteps a sliding defender. Still Amari Glasgow. He could wind up and shoot. He does so. Koninks flowing it up for Kofi. Kofi into the 18, plays it towards goal. Was trying to get to Shukaluk. He was there inside the 6-yard box. He's getting stretched here. Shukaluk can't quite get there in time. And that ball right along the perimeter. Luis Barraza had to get that one right, or we would have had a very interesting last 2 minutes of this one. Calera still running with it. Feeds it to his left. Johnny Shore shoots, and it goes in. Tucks that one under the crossbar and ices this one for New York City FC 2. Johnny makes it a Shore deal here, 2-0 in favor of the visitors. Calera. And that is where this one will conclude. New York City FC 2, the first team this year in MLS Next Pro to earn a clean sheet against Chicago Fire 2.